Good evening. Uh-oh, looks like it did a little something to us. There we go. Welcome to Drunk Uncles Talking Shit. I'm one of your uncles, Uncle Pouquie. And joining me this evening include, I will let them introduce themselves. I start with my co-host.
Well, it's me, the pirate of the evening, Dick Knight.
Yeah. Now, if you are doing the pirate, are you do you go by like old Thickalicious?
I don't know if that's a pirate name, but we'll take it for the night. We'll take
So
it.
for us non-anime people, you might have to tell us what character
um,
you're.
this is Zoro from One Piece.
Oh.
So yeah.
Oh, okay.
I,
My
I
nephew
knew it was
likes the
One
One
Piece, but I did
Piece.
not know what character. Yeah, it's good to know.
Is
Hey,
that the
it's
same
not.
as One Tail?
Is that the
Or am
same
I
as what?
One Tail? Or am I thinking of statistics? Okay, so
No.
my nephew had a Naruto birthday one year, and I had a One Piece T-shirt that my sister made for me. So, as but One Tail is like if you do like, never mind. I'm about to go into a stats thing, and I don't think folks want to hear that on Friday evening. And joining us this evening, I guess for the first hour, perhaps, or until we talk him into bed, is Malcolm the Philosopher King. How you doing, Mr. Malcolm?
I'm good. I'm good. I am tired. But I am so happy to be here. I thought, you know, as you were getting the topics together, I was like, yeah, this would be good. I like it. So,
Okay. Well, it's good to see you. Yeah, I know.
yeah, same here.
I was just telling y'all, I actually just woke up. I dozed off in the chair next to my bed, and I
Mm.
was like, what happened? And I went to bed. Well, not to bed. I was sitting there watching something, and then I wake up watching a video of the 14 Queens banned from RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh
So
no.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah, YouTube just did its own thing. So I just said, okay. So I was about 12 minutes into that video, but I don't know. Are we drinking this evening, gentlemen? If so, what you?
Yes. I got me So I did pineapple wine with a pineapple juice.
Okay, all right, yeah. What
I
about you,
have
Malcolm?
I have edibles. I wish I had the
Edibles? Oh,
yes, a
okay.
little 30 milligram
All
and
right.
some water, for the dry mouth.
So Malcolm will stay with us until the edible kicks in.
Uh,
Yes, I'm gonna sleep hard
Pretty
tonight. Yeah,
much. Pretty
He's
much.
already sleepy. He's really going down.
yeah, I'm going
Mm-hmm.
down.
Yeah, it's I got my usual gentleman Jack and Coke. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm out of syrups, so I got to go tomorrow to Home Goods and see if I can find me some sugar-free syrups.
Okay.
Um,
Oh.
but luckily, well, I do have some syrups, but they're not really meant for like for Coke and liquor. It's like
Right,
I got
right.
pistachio
Mm.
and I got
Ooh.
a chocolate peanut butter cup one. But the last time I used that one, it made me throw up, so I'm scared.
That sounds
Oh.
like it would make me throw up.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
It
it was
used,
good,
it used to
but
be that what peppermint schnapps was the going
oh,
to kill, destined to make you vomit.
yeah. Because I mean, and I can't remember if I actually did it like as a float. I'm pretty
Mm,
sure I didn't put the liquor in the float, but
okay.
I was like, ooh, and that night I returned it. So
Mm,
Ah.
I and
Ah.
like of all the flavors I have, that's like my favorite one. Like I'm a
mm.
peanut butter
Mm.
hoe, so I was
Yeah,
kind of
Mm.
sad. So I don't
yeah,
know.
I can see that.
Yeah, but
For liquor, I'm not so sure though. I really like chocolate and peanut butter.
yeah. Well, I know with this one, because I just finished off the peach flavor.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
and so that one was really good. So I'm gonna run up there tomorrow, and hopefully I only have to go to one location because sometimes they have some bullshit flavors. Plenty of
Right.
Mm.
mint. I don't like peppermint, but they have plenty of that shit.
I know.
Um, butterscotch could be interesting.
Hmm.
Let's see what we
Yeah,
got.
it's not bad.
Strawberry, but the peach, I jumped all over that. So
Yeah.
And I think mocha,
What
maybe.
about mango? I've been feeling mango lately.
Mango peak could be good.
Mhm.
Well, as long as it's zero sugar, that's the thing.
Okay. Okay.
If I yeah, because it's although I guess for the size pour, a regular one probably wouldn't add that much sugar to the situation. Maybe
Right.
between 6 to 8 grams. So we'll see.
Mm.
Yeah, I may take a look at that. If it's like a teaspoon, I might be all right.
Yeah.
But okay. Nonetheless, all righty. So how did everybody's week go? Let's check on in.
Oh, my
Mm.
week. So my
Okay.
week, my week has been. It had a little bump in there, but it was good for the most part. I actually went to go see the Odyssey
Oh,
last
nice.
night, but Greg surprised me with a ticket. So I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I'll go. I'll come watch the Odyssey with you." Yeah. So Greg surprised me with a ticket. So shout out to
Okay.
Greg.
Nice.
Thank you for
Shout
the
out to
ticket,
the
sir.
Greg. Okay. Oh,
Nice. Nice.
I think I talked to him. Was it maybe it was Wednesday night? Yes. So he still ain't
Mhm.
sleeping. Okay. So he's still struggling to get that sleep in. All right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Malcolm?
Well, it's been okay. I actually had to get a new. My mom's healthcare worker retired, so she got a
Oh,
new person coming in. And I'll just say the track record with my mom and people is not great because she likes to be very particular, and it usually rubs people the wrong way. So
okay.
far, so good though. She's very professional. She shows up on time, and I think she's just maybe gotten used to um, having to do what other people tell her to do.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
that is
It's rough. I mean, I sometimes have to trick and lie to her. Like my latest struggle has been getting her to eat more protein because she's on
okay.
that insulin shot or whatever
Mm.
GLP
Oh,
one that causes a lot of weight loss. She's not on it for weight loss. She's diabetic,
yeah.
so she is losing like too much muscle mass, and she's not
Mhm.
working out. So I'm struggling to get her to work out and struggling to get her to eat more protein. So that was one of the stories Greg may have not had all the details about. I snuck protein into her breakfast, putting
Okay.
protein shakes in her pancake mix. And
Oh.
Mm.
I've
it's
seen people
actually
do that,
really
but
good.
I've seen people do that with their pancakes, with their oatmeal, even with their
You
Okay.
can
cereal.
vanilla, just plain
Yeah.
old vanilla protein milk is what they call it.
Mhm.
Okay.
So it is actually pretty pleasant flavor. It's not trying to be anything but like milk with a little vanilla flavor, and
Okay.
it's good.
Mhm.
Good. You could cook with
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I
So,
I did that once for something, and I can't remember what it
mm.
was, but I know, of course, my crazy ass is like, am I altering the chemical composition with the heat? But
Well, I think it's
maybe
milk protein, right? Like it's mostly milk anyway. I don't know.
I would think. Yeah, I mean,
But
there's
it
milk and
is
cream in the pancake mix if you do it
right,
from
right.
scratch. So yeah, it probably should be okay.
And it makes
Yeah.
it really thick. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, if you like no fluffy pancake, you want them thick and crispy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's
nothing wrong
put
with
some
it.
protein mix.
I'm just the way this way Malcolm say it thick and fluffy. I'm like, hey,
Yeah,
hey, hey.
I mean,
it's
it
like,
makes your mouth water either way. I'm just saying. I'll let you
okay. I
go.
was like, are we still on pancakes or have we
I'm
slid
not
over to
sure.
something?
I was maybe
Not
thinking of
sure.
thighs. Yeah, but anyway, yes, thick is.
Okay. All right. Well, I had one of those weeks that was kind of like, damn. Um, I was editing my book and I was like, this shit ain't working. So I am totally tearing down what's there and rewriting it. Um, and it'll be okay. But I was just like, damn it, I thought I was days from getting this thing done. And instead, I might be
Yeah.
weeks.
Mm.
But the new plan it'll work better because it's just like as
Mm.
as ChatGPT said to me, You may be right. Most people don't think in terms of systems like this. So
Right.
so now I'm turning the whole book into an analogy.
Okay.
Which should help
Okay.
people to understand what in the world I'm talking about,
Yeah.
as opposed to them trying to understand, um phrases like, architectural alignment and coherence and shit. It's just
Yeah.
like, yeah. So it's
I mean,
like
I have a
instead,
clue as to what they mean, but it's kind of like unless they're in a much larger context, or in the area of academia, I mean,
yeah.
you may not need that because it's just assumed. But yeah, I love thinking in systems, but it is complicated. I don't
Mhm.
can't say that I am good at it,
Yeah.
but I definitely enjoy delving into that kind of material for sure.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, it's not, I did like a grade level analysis on it, and it's like, oh, it's like, 11th or 12th grade. I'm like, okay, but the subject matter is just not accessible, you know.
Right.
But
Right.
if I talk about it in terms of, hey, you building this shit on sand, you know what that means, it's like foundation ain't right,
Yeah,
so
that's true.
it's like I'm using that, and it'll also allow me to infuse more humor. Because I'll give Chat GPT like material. I've written it, and
Hmm.
and it's done its thing to it, and I look at that, and then I change stuff and say, okay, boom, and then when it gives it back, I just said to edit it, like
Right.
to make sure there are no grammatical things. This bitch didn't change my shit,
Mm.
and
Yeah.
it takes all my personality out of it, so it just
Right.
dries it.
Right.
So now I just say, did you get the facts right? Because it does not, as I told my associate, AI does facts, not flavor. It does not,
Right.
even if you feed it flavor, it's going to strain all of it out. And
Right.
so,
Exactly. Or overdo it. Like I
yeah.
remember I remember one time trying to like generate questions in the style of different writers,
Hmm.
Mhm.
And so for some reason I chose like Toni Morrison as one of my
Oh, my.
style choices. It was so over the top. It was just like everything was a metaphor. And like it could not say anything just straightforward. It was just like, oh my God, this is crazy. And
Yeah.
it has that feel of hers, but it's like, like somebody was putting some pepper and they took the lid off and dumped the whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh
It,
no.
I mean, it knows my writing because it actually says,
Yeah.
yeah, you write in this way, you think in terms of
Yeah.
systems. I'm like, yes. However, that's not everything I gave you here. So it's
Right.
just like it's almost like that student that keeps asking you the same question over and over again, but they just never seem to understand what the hell you answer them.
Right.
Mm.
So I just
It's
said, you know
true.
what? I am going to in the future, I'm just going to say, I just need you to make sure that the sentence structure is cool, that the grammar is all right, that I haven't left out any words, that kind of thing, as
Yeah.
opposed to, you know, put all this
Well,
together.
there is like canvas mode where it will just create a document and
Mhm.
it'll highlight the areas that are to edit and it'll go one by one
Yep.
I've noticed that works a lot better.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. I use Canvas. Like
Okay.
I go in there and I actually change the text the way I want it, and it'll be like, "Oh, that's cute," but what I want to say is. So I'm just like, this
Yeah.
bitch is getting on my nerves.
Well, I
So
think in that case you might have to say like approve all changes or something like that. And then
yeah.
it'll slow it down.
Well, because it also knows based on the questions, like I'll give it material that I've already put together and I'll say, hey, finish this up or let me know if the flow is cool. Is there anyone contradicting me? Who's agreeing with me? Am I overlooking anything? That's typically the instruction. So now if I give it anything, it already knows to look for those things.
Well,
But it,
one of the things I do with Canvas, instead of making changes, have it highlight things that it
Mhm.
thinks is inappropriate or whatever, or like where it can make improvements and then suggest and go one by one. It was tedious at first because I was hoping to do it faster with AI.
Yeah.
And so it's tedious to have to go one by one, but I think you end up with a better product if you don't have it do a lot of things at once. Like have
Yeah.
it focus in on like one little area at a time, and
Hmm.
it does a lot better. Like writing an entire document it's going to be a mess. Writing one sentence, maybe
it can do a good job. Yeah, it's if it's a 127-page manuscript, that gets painful.
Yeah, it does.
And I'm like, where's my case study? Oh, I put it at the end of the chapter. I was like, it doesn't work there. So in addition to having to rewrite that whole book, I just realized the sheer volume of shit that I've created for myself to do. It's a bit overwhelming. I'll put it that way.
Right.
So I was sitting in a meeting earlier today, just getting a little glazed, and I said, okay. I just looked. I was like, how much shit we got to do. He's like, that's why my stomach's hurting now. I said, okay, so you understand. So it's gonna be an interesting couple of weeks. But in the end, it'll be good. I like the book. I just want the bitch done. So but yeah, so I see we have some folk in the house. Let me see here.
Hey, Dick Knight. Hey, K. Darnell Williams. How are you?
Okay, they came specifically for you.
I see.
I'm considering for a treat tonight too. Because I was gonna say.
You said what now?
I said it might be in for a treat if they came here for you tonight. So.
Oh boy. Well, the DMs are open.
Now, who are these extra folks I'm seeing at the bottom of the screen?
You mean the videos?
I see 3 more people that could be added. They're not people. They're just
they're videos.
They're videos.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's what it did. Okay, interesting. All right. And then we got who's this? Of course, Mr. Sammy.
And Greg.
Yeah. You got to call your boy Greg if you want to get a movie ticket, but you might have missed it. Sammy said, okay. Sammy trying to get that figure transformed a little bit.
I mean, we all need a little. I'm trying to get mine. I'm trying to get back to my slim, thick, sexy days. Yes.
Okay. Congrats on the 33 pounds. I may actually go resume my Ozempic journey. I don't know. I just got lab work today. They just wore me out in the lab. They got me here and got me here on the back of my hand. I was like, damn it.
Wait. They drew that much blood, or was it shots?
No, it was blood draw.
Oh.
Yeah. My doctor's she's snatching blood 4 times a year. Between because testing for prep. And she does my A1C and all that stuff as well. But I told her, I was like, I stopped the Ozempic because I really wasn't eating that much. I was like, I didn't want it to just take what little appetite I did have. But I've not heard of Zepbound. But okay.
Yeah, there are different ones.
I need to. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Malcolm.
No, I was going to say I plan on getting on one. I tried a injectable from like one of those online retailers for a while, and I just didn't. It just felt real shady. And then they discontinued it anyway. Like at some point, they said like compounded GLP-1s were supposed to be like a thing from the COVID pandemic.
Oh yeah,
it was something that they allowed pharmacies to make because there was a shortage. But once the shortage was over, you couldn't do that anymore. So
okay,
but I'd rather just take a daily pill, though. I don't know, even though they're not as effective, you might consider that because the shots are supposed to be more effective than the pills. And you may not need as much effectiveness if you were like truly not eating anything, because that's what it does. It basically makes it where your stomach doesn't empty out as quickly. So like food just sits in your stomach and you just kind of don't need to eat.
And that's, the thing is, I said to her, like, I'm not really eating that much as it is. So it kills what little bit of my appetite I have left. And, and then I'm dealing with the mood swings and all that. And I'm like, It's like, but I can't just say, oh, I'm going to eat every 3 or 4 hours because it's taking longer to clear out of my system. So then I'm all, bloated and crazy. I'm like, look,
Yeah.
so, but yeah, it was just crazy, but it was wild because today, like, I'm driving home from my meeting and a fire truck, comes and like comes through the intersection, and that triggered me. I'm sitting there
Mm,
driving, crying home. Like I'm crying on the way home driving. I was just like, oh,
yeah.
just it took me back to the last time mom was home,
Oh man.
and they had to come get her. And,
Yeah.
it just had me a little fucked up. So I was like, damn it. I was like, I don't appreciate this. But I was like, we ain't got time for this. And I pulled together for about 10 seconds. And then I was like, I guess I'm gonna have to drive and cry at this point because that's just what we
Driving
are.
and
Wow.
crying.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we on a 6-day countdown to the anniversary. So I already know this week is gonna be rough.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, I'm sorry.
yeah, yeah, I'm at to check in on my sister. But next Thursday will be mom's anniversary date. And then 6 days later is her birthday. So July is just not a fun month in the family right
You
now.
know what?
Mm,
Between the beginning of March and April is not a fun time for me. It's just
mm.
I still can't do. I'm okay. I'm better, but I'm still
Yeah.
just like, do I have to be here,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
do I have to deal with life as mourning and still and going through my emotions?
Or just saying life
Unfortunately,
is
yeah.
ghetto. You're like, life is so ghetto.
Yeah,
Like,
I really it
Basically.
is. It is
Yeah. Yeah.
like,
Life has pee in it. Not only the dating pool, but life in
I did not
general.
ask for this. Right?
Yeah. I
but you,
You
it
know.
was because I was just sitting there. I was like, really? I was like, all this damn traffic and you got blurry eyes. I said, okay.
mm-hmm.
But I made it home in one piece. But it was just like I was like, this is when you decide to get triggered, huh? And folks are
Yeah.
driving like maniacs and you trying to get home.
It comes out of nowhere. That's the thing. Like, it
Out
just
of
comes out of
nowhere.
nowhere, and it just like, man, why now? Why can't you
Yeah.
just wait till I get home or till
It's just
I
convenient. Yes.
right or
Yeah.
just when I'm not around people and I'm trying not to cry, but you just had to come now.
Or
Okay, all right.
Well,
there's that strategy where you cry on purpose. Like,
Mhm.
yeah. Well, no,
get
I
your
got hit with the double whammy because not only did I get the fire truck, but I also had Stevie Wonder's ass playing,
mm,
which is like
Oh.
one of mom's songs, and we'd be in the car singing that together. So
okay.
I was just like, damn it, she ain't home. That's the first thing I thought. I was like, oh. And then I was like, why she not home? And then I was like, oh. It's like, okay.
Oh god.
Yeah, it was just, I was like, okay, I do not have time. I do not have time.
Mm,
But like I said, I made it home, and it's healthy. You got to get it out your system.
yeah, you
You know,
do.
you just otherwise you go crazy. But
Hmm.
yeah, it's just like I don't know. There's just one picture of her that I see all the time, and it's just like oh, so some little
Yeah.
eyes, and she had on a bonnet too. That's what killed me. She probably like, why you have a picture of me with a bonnet on? I was like, because you got your pearls on.
You
It's like
Oh god.
we,
I
we bought
can't
her
remember.
pearls for Christmas. It's
Hmm.
like
Okay.
I can't remember what it was I was watching. Like, I think it was I forgot what show it was, but the no, it was it Ready or Not 2, or it was something I was watching, and the
oh
two characters were arguing about how much they missed their mom and why things went the way they went, and I just wish she was here. And I'm like, oh, I know, I can relate. I was done. I was
yeah.
just like, fuck. I
Yeah.
Like
know.
and you hoes up here fighting and carrying on.
Hmm.
I've not seen it. I watched the recap of it instead of the movie itself, which
Okay,
is
but no, the
which
Oh,
movie is
that's so
good.
bad.
is
But
the
you know
movie
what?
good?
Yes, the movie is very good. It's great. But one movie
Okay.
I did see, and it's now on Peacock, is Obsession. And oh my gosh, that
Upset.
movie will blow your mind. You would just be like, I don't
Mm,
think I want to. It will make you look. I would say one or two things. If you are single, it will make you question dating. If you're a partner, it will make you look at your partner a little weird with a little side eye, like,
Oh boy.
you're not gonna go crazy. You know what?
Okay. Who was in that? I'm so detached from the movies. I don't even know what's playing.
Mhm.
Like I'd heard about the
Yeah,
Odyssey maybe last week,
Mhm.
and I said, "Oh, well,
right.
maybe I'll use one of my movie
That
credits."
came out so fast too. Like I remember when they had announced that he was going to make it after Oppenheimer won Best Picture, and I was like, "It's already in theaters." I
Yeah.
was like,
They
I
got it
thought it'd
out
take
there.
y'all time to make this shit. It was just like that was like 2 years ago. I
Oh
guess it
yeah,
only takes 2 years to make a movie, but I
no,
well
no,
damn,
no.
I
Yeah.
guess.
Well, I wonder how much of it is also AI generated. Because I mean,
Yeah.
obviously it's a epic. So,
Hey y'all.
Hey,
hello,
hey Greg.
sir.
Hey,
I
You
was
Greg.
gonna say
look
hi,
good
but
with
you look
ice
like you
cream.
were enjoying your
Ain't
food.
helping
Oh my
nobody
God,
else.
I'm eating
We
some cold stone.
we
I
did
know.
not
I recognize the cup.
I,
we did not we were not ignoring you, Greg. We saw you.
So
Just
Yeah, we just figured you were eating, so
I was
yeah.
over the next studio working. I heard my name invoked. I was like,
Oh, that's funny.
I'm
Oh,
like Candyman in this bitch. Hold on. Wait a minute.
oh, is that what? Okay, that's now.
You said Greg
I
too
was
many
on.
times. Yeah.
So I was on TikTok the other day, and they
Okay.
they finally got my attention with this damn beard hair straightener thing, like a
Nope,
straightener
don't
pen.
do it.
I need one of those because
And I
okay.
said, "Does it work?"
No, it's gonna make you look like a poodle. Please don't get it.
Oh, okay. Then I won't get it. Then I won't get it. Then
Oh, not
I
a
won't get it.
Isn't it
Then.
poodle.
just a hair roller for your beard or what? I
Yeah,
mean,
Yeah, it's like a hot comb, but it's like
it's
I
for white
guess.
men. It's not for us.
Oh,
I
And
it's
see,
did.
it's,
they
it's
had a
not for
brother
our
using
hair.
it though.
It's not for our hair.
I
They
mean,
had
you
a brother
could.
that
I've
asked
seen
I
people do
thought,
it. I've seen people do it, but it
yeah,
doesn't look good. I've
I
seen
have
people do
one.
it.
I have one. It looks terrible.
it doesn't.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay,
Only time I use it is like if I'm away from home and I forgot all my beard products, like every last one of them, and it
okay,
ain't got I don't have any water anywhere around. You know what I mean? Then I
yeah,
go there and I plug it in, and then,
Mm.
Mm.
okay. Well, yeah, I'm trying to get my little imam look going, and it's just not happening. So
And
this shit just too nappy. It ain't doing it.
so
But my
I went
neighbors,
to
Mhm.
Mm.
my barber yesterday, and I said I want you to knock the level down some. He took way too much off. I'm like I should have been more specific, but I'm like it's
Mhm.
okay because it's hair. It'll grow back. My beard grows back fast anyway, so it's not
Yeah,
gonna really be missed. But I was like, okay, this is a little too much. But my beard was looking like I came out the woods, even though I'm putting oil in, I'm doing
yep,
my butter, and I'm picking it. But it got so
yep,
thick to the point where I'm like, I can't really do what I need to do
Yeah.
with it. So
yeah.
it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm eating mustache. That's what I was telling.
oh
But
my
like I think my last,
Exactly what
because
you mean.
actually I said to my barber, I was like, brother, you've been gone the last two times I come through here. This is like 2.5 months of growth. And
Mhm.
he was like, I'm sorry. I was like, where you go anyway? And he
yeah,
went to like a jazz
I
festival.
can't deal with that when I'm eating mustache. Malcolm, I actually
Yeah.
came by to tell you that you be
Mm.
careful on those edibles to have your ass on time for work in the morning. Uh, we don't
Okay.
we don't allow no drug abuse over there. I'm just
Uh,
kidding.
Well, it's Friday, so it's a weed evening for me if I decide to do it. So
Yeah.
And
yeah,
I
but
did
I'm
good
gonna.
this week. I talked to every last one of you this week.
You
oh,
did,
okay.
I did good this week.
yes, he did.
I
Yes.
think I would like to personally thank you for joining me for the Odyssey. We had a really good time.
Oh, it was amazing. I had a good time.
It was a really good time.
Hmm.
And then we were the theater wasn't all that full, Malcolm. So
No, it
Mm.
wasn't.
one
Never.
black theater that I always go see white movies in because I
Hmm.
know black people gonna be there.
It's
I
not even a
was a
smart
little
factor.
shocked to
You know.
see like we only had we had like three maybe four other black people in there and that was it.
Mhm.
I ain't seen nobody white. I was like, oh
But 10
Yeah.
people was with us. So
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
well, okay. So
yeah.
I wonder how it's gonna do then. I'm sure it'll
we're
be
gonna do marvelously.
Oh yes, it is. It
it,
is.
okay.
It
So it
is.
is.
$20 on Thursday for the preview.
Yep.
Is it a Christopher Nolan film?
Christopher
Yes,
Nolan.
it is. Yep.
Oh shit. Okay, I gotta go see
Tell you,
that then.
it
Hmm.
is beautiful and sweeping. It is just beautiful.
Yes, it
Okay.
is.
Because
And if
I
you don't
did
do
catch
nothing
on.
else but want to go piss off Trump supporters, go see it.
Right. Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
Nothing but for that. He want to piss off Republicans, make Christopher Nolan rich,
Yes.
and make
Okay.
Anne Hathaway rich. Most of all, make Lupita Nyong'o rich.
Oh, Lupita
Yes,
in it?
and yes, she is.
Lupita
Okay.
Nyong'o,
She's Helen. She's
she's
Helen of
Helen of
Troy.
Oh.
Lupita
And
Nyong'o
that's
is Helen of Troy, and her
and
twin
Oh
it
sister.
shit.
yes,
They got her playing
Okay, he
Rufus.
and
got me. He got me sold.
they
Yeah,
piss
I'm like,
and that's what pissed
Zendaya,
people
oh,
off.
Zendaya
Take
is
my
Wonder
money,
God.
goddammit. Okay.
Look, Zendaya is Athena.
Zendaya is a
Holy
thing.
shit.
oh,
Yeah.
okay. This,
Anne
oh,
Hathaway is Queen Penelope.
Oh
Mm-hmm.
god. That is pretty
I
stacked.
thought it was just gonna be
Everybody,
some.
everybody in Hollywood, that bitch Travis Scott and that motherfucker. Everybody.
Damn.
Right. And they even had the I can't think of his name, but if you ever
John
see
Leguizamo.
yes,
Yeah, I did know he
John
was in it.
Leguizamo was in it.
Leguizamo. He was a blind
Yeah, I
guy.
did know he was in it. Wow.
Um
Wow, they
and
pulled everybody out for this
But
one.
let me tell you, John Leguizamo, Anne Hathaway, and Lupita Nyong'o will garner Oscar nominations.
Oh
yes.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be nominated for, I would imagine, best adapted screenplay, best picture, of course, best cinematography, best um what you call it, costume design,
Yeah, yeah. Costume design, yeah.
lighting.
Okay.
Not too much Pookie on the AI. Wasn't a lot of AI.
Wasn't okay.
Was not a lot of AI.
Yeah, he actually he
he
prefers he does
Yeah.
prefer practical
Okay.
effects, it's true.
Yeah,
Because
no.
I know it's something like that. The pure scale of it could be,
I tell you though, it was
Right.
okay.
beautiful.
Well, I may try to get to see that this weekend.
For 3 hours because it was just like I was just waiting to see Malcolm how much more beautiful could this film get. I was like, something, and it was massive in scale because it was filmed in 70 millimeter. So that's
Right.
ideally you want to go see IMAX.
Right.
70 millimeter. But all the IMAX showings across because there's not very many IMAX theaters in the country on that scale.
Right.
All the IMAX theaters for this particular movie are sold out until October.
Jeez.
And,
Wow.
Yeah, and they are scheduled real quick. They are slated to make almost $200 million this weekend. The movie cost $250 to make. So
Wow.
It's gonna make
We'll get
it's
it
gonna make
back.
its money.
yeah,
Yeah.
congratulations to Christopher Nolan, Zendaya, her husband Tom Holland is in it.
Oh yeah, it's a son. Yeah, Tom.
Yeah.
And John Bernthal, who plays Punisher
Yeah.
in MCU, he's in
Oh.
there too. So
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, Charlie Theron. How can I
oh
forget?
yeah,
Charlize
who played
Theron?
who plays it about just about everything these past few years.
Oh,
Um,
let's not forget Anne
look,
Hathaway, who
it-
is
it-
literally in everything, right?
right,
That
right.
too,
Look,
yeah.
we were talking about how Zendaya gonna be in everything. She's gonna be in the new Doom movie. I'm like, look, she gonna be the next female Samuel L. Jackson. You know that light bright girl that you see in every movie? That's Zendaya. That's
Her,
her.
her and Coleman Domingo are working
Yeah,
Hard.
that's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
hard.
Coleman is
That's
like,
good
look,
though.
he paid his dues. He's like, they throwing
Anne
checks. I'm
Hathaway was in every other movie I've seen this year.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I still
And
remember
yeah.
her.
she still has a horror movie coming out in August.
Oh yeah, and I remember Anne Hathaway in Brokeback Mountain.
Was she in
Dark,
Brokeback Mountain?
she was.
Michelle Williams.
She both of them were. Um.
Oh, she
Which-
was the other wife.
Yeah, she was the other wife. She was Jake Gyllenhaal's wife.
Yeah. She,
Oh, I thought that was a blonde.
I
Okay.
loved her in Les Mis. Oh my god.
I haven't seen that,
Um,
but somebody said watching Russell Crowe sing for 3 hours.
Super gay.
But somebody said hearing Russell Crowe sing for 2 hours is a horror movie. I was like, oop.
No.
Lord.
Wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad.
Oh yeah, Russell be in a lot of stuff too.
So I have a
Mhm.
question for you, for Pouquie and Thick.
Yes.
Mhm.
Are you talking about tonight? That's why I really dropped in to be nosy.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Y'all got me going with the footsies. Y'all told the little piggies last time I dropped over
We
there.
hadn't even started.
Oh,
No,
Yeah.
we ain't even got
yeah,
started
I
yet.
meant to tell you the prostate is 2 to 3 inches inside the rectum.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm sorry.
It's not right. It's so you can still hit it with a
Oh
pinky.
wait, did you see
Right.
me talking about that?
I
Malcolm,
meant to tell you that, but I
Malcolm,
was
you
like,
gotta turn my mic off sometimes. Oh my God, when did I say that? I said that out loud. Didn't I? Was that Wednesday night? Oh my
yeah, that was Wednesday.
Yeah.
Mhm.
thing that I don't have any of
Yeah,
them. That's
you know, because you sit there and you sometimes be like, no, that ain't a lot of dick. He doing a lot of hollering, and
Now wait a minute. Say what you said. It's not 2 to 3 inches inside. It's
it
what?
no, it is for most men. The prostate is 2 to 3 inches within, like past the sphincter.
So you got to get up
So
in the cooch.
you do, but you can if you got a long tongue, you could possibly reach it. But usually a pinky will get you there.
Mhm.
Right.
Uh,
Or
I mean, have you ever had a prostate exam?
Yeah, but I ain't like it.
No, I'm just saying.
Like, I was
When
like,
the doctor,
he said, "Yeah, but
I
I ain't
mean,
like
if I've honestly,
it."
I've never had one, but I'm just saying that's where your
You
G
need to
spot
get
is.
one, Malcolm.
yeah,
You ain't
it's. I
had
mean,
at
they
your
be doing
oh,
it
age.
at
wait a minute. And
the
then when
I'm
I
not that
did
old.
have
Give me,
one,
hey, not that old.
no,
Oh,
yes, you
yeah.
are, sir. Prostate exams start at 40 now, brother man.
Oh,
Mhm.
no, they don't. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Well, I avoided getting a stool collection sample kit this doctor visit. So I'm like, yay, because
Oh,
they
I
be
mean,
trying
I
to
asked him, do you want to go out for dinner and a movie after he finished? He said no.
base. Well, I've had a couple of doctors where I'm not very professional.
But
I know one time I was like, was there something peculiar going on in there? Because you were in there for a minute. And he looked at me like, no. I said,
he
Look,
just
Oh
or
god.
he just
yeah, I'm
enjoyed
like,
your
you squirted that
P.
thing about 4 or 5 times. I'm just saying.
Yeah, he just enjoyed your P. Steak. That's all.
mhm.
Basically, maybe it had a a very provocative angle to it. I don't know.
And so
Oh
he should
god.
next time don't take you out for steak and potatoes.
Yeah, well, because that's the one I said to him. Like, you don't eat that much lube, sir.
Uh,
Because he just, yeah, it was just. I was like, you do not need that much lube, and he
Oh
was like,
god.
oh. I said, yeah.
I gotta go back to work.
Not them.
The whole studio of videos waiting for me. Michael
Oh
was not
boy.
cutting me out in the
I
morning.
was thinking about this. I found out from Wednesday night. Remember that voice memo of the guy who was like asking for intimacy if he were to come over or whatever?
Oh yes,
Apparently, that was a whole thing on TikTok this week. I didn't even know.
I can see that.
The voice memo.
Because I'm sure they did.
Well, I only saw that video and another one where the woman was explaining why she's crazy to think that. But I like the response that someone had, which is that we said some women date to find someone, and some women date for the experience of dating, and so they want their date to conform to whatever it is they're looking for.
But she should have. That's a
Yeah,
conversation.
so like she's upset that this guy isn't willing to wait for sex, but dating is supposed to be a sorting process where you find out whether or not you're compatible or not. You found out you weren't compatible, so move on.
Where my dick goes. And
Right. Just keep going.
it's like the rings.
Oh yeah. Elliot Page was also in this movie.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
I saw the new girlfriend,
Yeah.
Whose new girlfriend?
Elliot Page.
What about her? Him? Sorry.
He has a new woman.
Yeah.
Oh, does he?
He does, yes.
You know what? And so my dumb ass Malcolm, I'm sitting in the movie like, he looks familiar. I'm sitting there because anybody knows anything about me. I think I don't know if you know this, but I love movie hot dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah, I'm like Jennifer. I'm like Jennifer Coolidge. I want a hot dog real bad. So I go in the movie. I get my hot dog, and the movie goes on and on. So you see her more. You see him more than once. And so second or third time, I'm like, God damn, he looks.
But and I gotta say this too, Elliot Page. I know he's a good actor, even from playing Kitty
Juno.
before. Yeah, Jordo and Kitty before they
You know,
Now
transitioned.
you
Umbrella
a bad
Academy.
bitch if you can change genders and still be a good actor. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
and
You're bad.
but
You're
his
bad. You're
his
bad.
yeah.
acting in the Odyssey, I'm like, if I wouldn't be surprised if he got an award somewhere. It may not be an
This is
Oscar, but
true,
something.
bro.
Because I
I
was
think
just
about
like,
that. Since
wow.
you didn't change genders and you didn't flop
Yeah.
this.
It's like,
And
yeah, I was like, I love this.
then
I
the
was
other
like,
thing I
yes,
loved about the Odyssey was the cast was quite
diverse.
cultural. Yeah, like every other
Okay.
person you seen was of color. And of
Hmm.
Mm.
course, again, party people, we want to piss off. If you want to own the fucking Republicans like they want to own the libs, go see it. It's gonna piss them off.
Yeah,
I tell you,
that's
they
true.
are having a whole meltdown that
Hmm.
the beautiful Lupita Nyong'o
It's
is
Helen.
Helen Troy and her sister.
You
Uh,
know, I call Helen of Troy. I call her war pussy because they said her pussy set off. You know,
You know what?
but we learned something in the movie that's quite yeah. We're not. I'm not gonna say we learned something in the movie
yeah. That's I
that's
call her old war pussy. That's what
quite
I call her.
interesting.
Not war, but you
Yeah,
know what I thought about too, and I know some of y'all are not gonna get this reference. Some of you may, but there is a Justice League movie called Flashpoint,
yep.
and
See?
this
Okay.
is and this is when the Flash goes back in time. He changes his mom from dying, and he calls it a flashpoint. He calls it a time boom. And in this alternate universe,
Uh oh.
Aquaman and Wonder Woman sleep together. They get it on. While Aquaman is married to Mira, and Mira finds out, and
Not.
Wonder Woman, Mira comes from Wonder Woman, chops her head off, and it starts a whole war. And I always like to thinking to myself, you mean to tell
Oh.
me this shit started over some pussy, some Amazon cooch? Really?
I get it. I get it.
Amazon,
That's
You
funny.
know,
Diana starting wars over her. You know?
sometimes that should be that good. You can't let it
Wait a
go.
minute.
I mean, it had you in line and
Who
target
was the
just for that.
guy? Who was the guy that played her main suit? That wasn't Cumberbatch. What was his name?
Patterson, or AKA
Oh,
from Twilight, Robert
Robert
Patterson.
Pattinson.
Yeah,
Right.
Robert
Robert
Pattinson.
Patterson. Yeah, I was
Okay.
looking, and I kept
Every
looking. I'm like,
bitch and their brother is in this movie. I'm telling you.
I was
I mean, it
like,
need, it's an
I,
epic, so it needs a large cast.
Oh, pick it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I was like, okay. I was playing Name That Nigga. I was like, oh, I know that nigga. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I was
See,
gonna keep me
now
away
I
from
may have to go see it tomorrow. I may walk down to
Hmm.
the theater and see it. It's about 3 mile walk, so maybe not.
no. I would get the Uber or bus.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would actually walk
Going
home.
back home is the issue. It's never going there or walking to the place. It's always when you leave because you're ready to get home.
Oh
You know,
no, for me, I'm trying to walk off that bullshit I just ate
oh,
listen,
because I'm gonna have my bag. I'm gonna have my hot dog and I'm gonna have my bag of popcorn.
you are looking at a man that just ate some Cold Stone Creamery. Go on in.
And there's a Cold Stone right across from the theater,
Yeah.
so the scandal is real. You know,
But I
I
did myself a favor, Malcolm. I only got a really super small one.
okay, you
Okay.
gotta like it.
Yeah,
Okay,
because so my new thing is we're gonna tell you that I'm going through withdrawal because I basically kind of walked away from sugar, like lots and tons of sugar,
ooh,
and I didn't realize it had affected my behavior. People at work are like, "You are so hateful. What's wrong with you?" I was like,
it's that withdrawal.
"You are
I'm
going
having a
through
sugar fit.
sugar withdrawal, right?"
It's so true, though. It
Mhm.
is.
Yeah, I
'Cause
don't know. I'm
I
not
don't
ready.
put much in my coffee anymore. I put like a half of a teaspoon. So
I'm
I'm
addicted
going
to
through.
like lemonade. I drink that shit like it's water.
You
sometimes.
do that shit would tear my guts up. All that damn lemonade.
I
I would
can't.
be
It's like
burping up them next week.
Oh no, I had a guava lemonade today. I went to Mendocino Farms to get me a little
that
salad,
sounds really good.
and they
Yeah.
have the frescas. So I got like a pomegranate lemonade and the guava lemonade mixed together.
That's really good.
Very refreshing. impression.
Yeah.
Now, I think lastly, I was very pleasantly surprised at how nice the kids were at the Hood Theater.
Oh,
Oh, you didn't see the
Yeah,
three that came in earlier. You missed them.
I mean the ones that were
be
the
like,
kids that were
they gave you a little bit, but not as much.
quite the kids that were there. They were very nice. I mean, and the
Okay,
theater
yeah.
was fairly clean. Because sometimes you go in there,
You don't know what you're gonna get at AMC Camp Creek. You don't know what you're
yeah,
gonna get
it's just gonna
sometimes.
be
Oh, it's an AMC. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, they let them go.
black.
They
Wait,
bootleg.
no, but it's a black one in a black neighborhood.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's even crazier.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, we have an AMC now that basically it's like over at the marina, so it's still very much a white place, but
Right.
it now has like a lot of the some of the art films. It'll give you some,
So AMC is good at that because last week I went over there to see the invitation.
Hmm.
With Penelope Cruz, Ed Norton, Seth Green, and what's her name? She directed it. God damn it, not Naomi Watts. What is that bitch name? White bitch.
There are a lot of those.
Hey, somebody Google the invitation.
Sophia Coppola. I don't know.
I wanted whatever her name is, but she's an actress, director. Oh my God, it's not coming to me. I'm so pissed. But anyway, it's a very,
you talking about the invite?
yes.
It's got
Come on, you got it.
hold on, who's in this?
It's who's directing
Olivia Wilde.
Olivia Wilde. Good Lord. So
Oh.
she directed
that? No, I
it.
wouldn't have guessed her.
Yeah.
Is that Seth Rogen?
Seth
Yes.
Rogen, yes.
And Olivia Wilde, Penelope Cruz, and Ed Norton. Interesting.
Ah,
But better yet, an interesting premise. It takes place just in this apartment. The whole movie takes place in this one apartment. It's so interesting. And I was so shocked because it's doing well by word of mouth, Malcolm, you know what I mean? And I went to the black place because I don't want anybody gonna be in there. And I'm shocked to see it was playing. That was like, holy fucking holy. So because it's near my house, it's right between me and Thick, right? It's right in the middle.
Mhm.
So I go in there and it's full of black people.
Oh,
And some
So-
white people. No.
I
Moreover,
think
it's
I'm
some
gonna
white
go see it. It's playing at the Pike.
Yeah, so I'm in the handicap row because I don't feel like going up there. So me and the white woman, I'm sitting beside the person I went with it, and then me and the white woman, her husband, we are having a rip roaring good time because of some very adult jokes, right? I'm like, listen, this is really Atlanta. Because I mean, me and that white woman, and that woman looked at me, she said, "Child." I love you. I love you, Atlanta. I tell you, Atlanta never disappoints. Between her and that old man slapping me on the ass at the gym, I had
Lord.
Oh,
Okay.
the old man ain't slap you on the ass at the gym yet, I think.
no.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what possessed this man. And he, first of all, I let him get away with it the first time. You know, yeah, way to go. Look at you living all them weight. Slap. Then I was like, okay. Then the second time he did it, he stayed too long. He like ate me.
Oh, he gave you a smack and grip. Okay.
Yeah, he cupped my ass. And I was
Yeah,
like,
he gripped your shit. Okay. I like a nice grip.
like a
Well,
ass. And
A
then,
smack and squeeze.
Right.
like
That's
tell me how you really feel about
Right.
cake.
That's a signal right there. He
women,
Yeah.
giving you signals.
What kind of icing you gonna put on the cake? I'm just curious.
Uh-huh.
You got any feeling?
And then the second time, the motherfucker's like, man, that thing is tight and
Uh-oh. He was letting you know he'll take your cherry if you let him.
Oh my god.
it ain't up for sale. No.
I didn't say it was
It ain't
For
up
sale.
take it.
If you let him, that's the thing.
Right.
If
So I
you
was
let
standing there in the
him,
middle of the floor and the manager sees it. And he's like, Gregory, Mr. Drake, are you okay? I'm like, no.
You're like, I was just
I'm very
assaulted,
Monica
bro.
Lewinsky right now. This is not what's going down. You know what I mean? Like,
Greg was like, I need an adult. I need an adult.
yeah, I need to go.
Stranger danger.
Right. So
Truly stranger danger.
they suspended him for like 2 weeks. And so when he got back, I saw him. I went the other way. He was like, "Hey man, I'm sorry you was offended by that."
Oh wow. Oh.
Now, this one guy wanted to be my trainer at the gym once, and then we'll get into our topic for the week.
Okay.
And he's a cute little thick man, and if he had not been my, a potential trainer, it could have went down. And we're sitting there talking one night, and he like pushes back from the table, dick just raging. Had on the sweatpants, dick just raging, and I'm sitting here like,
Am
I was like,
what am I supposed to do with
Am I
this?
supposed to pretend like I didn't see that? Or
because he
pretend like
he
I-
literally pushed back and just dick. I was like, damn, okay.
He would like smack you in the brain to get to like.
Basically,
Oh my God,
had
this kid,
had my
look
head been
at this
accessible, he would have slapped me upside the head with it.
Look at this comment. It says, Greg, show us on the doll.
Yeah,
That show us on the doll
Where he
where
touched
the
you.
where that man
Where the old man sucks you.
Y'all are terrible individuals, and I need to be over in the other studio. Get my
Oh god.
Uncle was going to get me in the morning. And you're going to be like, you up all night talking shit. You get the work done. Be careful what you eat.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't.
Oh yeah, that lettuce stuff.
Oh yeah,
He
yeah.
used to manage theaters like that. Those are Tomaine dogs. I was like, really? He's like, them damn things. I was like, well, they got stickers on it at the theater I go to tell you how long it's been sitting there.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I want a
Yeah.
fresh one.
Let
I
me
don't
down.
know.
And then
'Cause I
back
have
in the day, up until like 2010,
Mm.
Rico used to sell some delicious ass cheeseburgers. I'm such a baddie. I can't wait to see the artists that come to streaming. Go to the movie, Sammy. Go to the movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Elliot Page, who played Kitty Pryde when they were a female.
Yep.
You know what? We live in a hell of a time, America. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Came over here and started doing work. Let me get my ass back over where I come from. Right here. Right here. I'm sporting the black ZZ Top beard. Guys,
Okay.
shit over there. Well, that's the truth.
Yeah.
I need to get myself a lace front beard. Not
There
even.
you go.
No.
Get you a Firkin.
Not a lace front.
Get a Firkin.
Not a lace front beard.
Oh god.
These comments after that.
I call those a Firkin. Okay.
What is that? Firkin?
Yeah, I call it a Firkin.
Oh
A
wow.
fake burger.
Yeah, as opposed to a Merkin,
Oh.
it's a Firkin.
Crazy. Maybe a Jufro texture.
There you go. That could be. Now, see that's some nappy shit. I'm sorry.
I was told that aren't our textured hair. Listen, they don't know what the fuck our textured hair is. My treatment stunts my appetite already, right? Which I also gave my weed card. But even with me smoking, if I get the munchies, the moment passes so quickly. Aren't you lucky? Because I'm a bitch. If I get the munchies,
It's gotta be like a yo-yo effect or
right?
some sort.
Because if I get the munchies, I'm getting diabetes tonight.
Basically, and I
Yeah.
bought some Reese's peanut butter cups too.
You know the
Just-
indication, bro. You know
Just
the-
a 2-pack, Just,
All right. I finally decided to use AI to help me find a tattoo design.
yes. What are you getting, Sammy?
Talk to us. I mean, are you getting it put on your Gucci, or where you putting it?
Yeah, that's earlier. We were talking about the injectables. And,
Right. I'm in the same boat, Malcolm. Since December, I've officially lost 33 pounds. Being on a Zepbound, my dietitian told me I need to incorporate more protein in my meals. So, and that's what brought me over here because Malcolm goaded me, as he always does. I'm gonna tell you, y'all ever had that one friend that studied my eating habits so much? Y'all ever had that one friend that knows your buttons to push and manages to push every last one of them?
Mhm.
So I called him something network related. Hey, such and such. I was like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm making mom some breakfast. My fault, right? This is totally my fault. I was like, oh, because she normally eats cream of wheat. I was like, oh, what is she having with the cream of wheat? Well, she's not having cream of wheat this morning. What? Okay, well, that's good. Maybe she got some fruits and bread. He said, no, I am making her protein pancakes.
Oh,
It's so delicious. And he went about explaining to me what was in it. Now, I had
I
already,
was in the process of cooking them as you're talking
right,
to me.
because it
So,
was like 10:30, right? So I've already,
yeah.
I'm sitting here, I'm doing my little business. I'm being businessman, I'm doing my business. I got my fat, when he finished talking, I got my fat ass up from this desk, went back to the kitchen and had protein pancakes.
Well,
Okay.
what we were saying is that I don't know if I told you that my, you her doctor told her that she needed to get more protein. So I actually had to like convince her to eat them, or at least like at first. I didn't tell her that I had put protein in it, but I tried
Right.
to get her to drink the shakes, and she wouldn't drink.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So if you live in Atlanta, you could go to the movies too. Well,
Did we
Yeah.
post a short with me talking about Dick Bulgers? Because I saw that somewhere.
oh,
I put everything that you linked in that group. I
Well, no,
only
it
have
was like
3
a
videos.
snippet from the show where I was telling Thick about the
Oh
playlist.
no, I didn't
Okay,
see
you
that.
sent it to me. You sent it to me,
Okay,
but
yeah, I sent you the link. But Ken is saying, apparently Dick Bulgers are back in style, Dr. Pouquie. They never
all
went out
right.
of style.
I don't know. I made sure the
did they?
quality.
When
I
did they
made
go
sure
out of
the quality.
style?
They never went out of style
They
with
never.
Birdwatch.
They never got. Look.
Well, they went out of style during the Me Too movement because you didn't want to offend nobody.
I don't know. I
Oh.
still saw lots of Bulgers then too.
Because you
Mm.
were looking.
I was looking. You never know what
Look.
might entice you.
Look. Some of them you can't help but look, 'cause they just in your face. You're
No,
like, oh,
He smacked you up
okay.
against the head and said, "Look at me." Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
I'm going back
some
over
of
here
them be
and do my
ridiculous.
work. Tune in tomorrow. I'll be here at 1 p.m. Eastern
Uh,
Standard Time for the Saturday sit down. I got to go because Malcolm beats me when I don't do
Yeah,
it.
I got to go to
they
bed.
probably both gonna get up out of here. But here you go. In
Mhm.
Thank
case
you
you,
so much. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it is our season finale, and I have a shit ton of shit to say.
Yeah,
So,
and you had so many videos that he literally clogged up the thing. I cannot add any more videos.
you
Like you
see,
had that many. So he has literally a jam-packed show, literally jam-packed.
that's very colonialist.
It literally-
colonialism.
Yeah, it's very. Is it colonist colonialism? That's
Colonialism.
It's jam-packed.
Oh Lord, this drink might be kicking in. Okay,
I think it is. I think
if
it is.
if it's kicking in, it's probably a good time to start talking about impact play.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna turn it on my phone because I'm using my computer. I'm
Yes.
so excited. That was another reason why I came over here because I've never heard of impact play. I want to know what it is.
Oh, you've heard of it. You just, we about to get into it. Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna let you guys get to it. I'm gonna head
I
out.
love y'all. Like cook food, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye bye. And we're losing Malcolm as well, I think. Yep, he gone.
Oh.
He's like, I'm out of here.
They just left us by ourselves. Oh,
Okay.
I'm not sure
So-
that's a good idea.
Well, you never know. We'll find out. I don't know. Because I might need to get me a little more Jack for this glass.
I was gonna refresh my drink right quick.
You need to refresh. We should probably do it in shifts. Oh, you know what? We have videos, so we can actually go grab our refresh while the video's going. So we have some videos today to introduce a little bit of impact play to you.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll start with this first one. This is kind of like, we want to do the brother, or you want to do the demo?
The brother first.
The brother first, yeah. As soon as I said, I was like, brother first. Okay, so we're gonna do the brother first, and let's get into it. Here he is.
And it's just amazing to know the different areas of the body that you can impact, whether it's the ass, whether it's the inside of the thighs, whether it's the bottom of the feet, whether it's the calves, whether it is the face, whether it's the breasts, right? Whether it's the shoulder blades or the upper chest or things like that. It's just, wherever the mind goes that you can do it. But make sure you have consent to impact that place first.
Mm-hmm.
And so with the central art of impact play, the foundation was impact play, but it just really encompasses the series encompasses really teaching people a lot of things about different parts of BDSM, like flogging, how to properly flog, how to properly use a cane, a paddle, as well as clothespins, knife play.
Yeah, he did say knife play. Um, so while Thick is refreshing his drink, I'm going to talk a little bit. I'll give you a textbook definition of impact play. So, in a gay sense, impact play is a consensual BDSM practice where one partner strikes the other to generate erotic pleasure, pain, or catharsis. It utilizes tools like hands, floggers, crops, or paddles to explore intense physical sensation and power dynamics. And it's deeply rooted in queer leather and kink communities. Um, and I'm sure that Vic will have some insight for that. Oh, there he is. Okay, he's back.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, as he said, we got a second video we're going to show you in a minute. As he said in the video, you want to make sure before you start any scene, because a lot of times
Yes.
when you're doing kinks and things like that, it really is a scene,
Mm-hmm.
because it's another level of sexuality. It's just like it's
Yeah.
kicked up. You want to establish a hard limit, like a safe word. So it could be
Yes.
stoplight or a distinct word, something you wouldn't normally say. Because some people, like, a bad safe word is no, or
Right.
don't do that, because that could be part of the fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you do that consensual, non-consensual thing. Um, and so the submissive partner can always pause the play immediately. You always want to discuss the physical boundaries, the yes zones, the no zones, such as avoiding the spine, kidneys, or joints, any health concerns, because you can actually injure someone doing this, even if you don't
Yes.
intend to. So you need to know what the hell you're doing. Um, so there are different types of impact play. So we're going to show you a short video clip here, compliments of the, because I was like, I know he knows what something is. I saw one,
Mm-hmm.
but I could not freaking find it.
Yeah.
So here,
There was another one. It was YouTube safe,
oh,
but it was a white person. I was like, nah. Then I remembered this demo with my late great Onyx brother. Rest in peace, Gryffindor Onyx. You are missed. I was gonna use mine, but my cheeks are out, so I couldn't use it. Sorry.
you said your cheeks.
Huh? Yeah, my cheeks were out. I was like, oh, I
Oh,
can't use this one.
yeah, they
I
probably would
couldn't
have
use
problems.
mine. Yeah.
Now, if you want to share that in a VIP group, I'm sure there won't be objections.
you there won't. You
You
right.
can get them their $5 worth.
Mhm.
So let's take a look at this demo video here. It is not in high def, but you'll get the gist. Now, notice the guy running interference on the side. Now that is indeed called smacking that ass. Uh-oh, you're still there. You go. You're muted.
Okay.
Okay, there you
Yeah,
go.
he was definitely flogging that up, and God, I miss him because he was supposed to actually be my flogging teacher, but
Hmm.
uh, yeah, but I still need to learn how to flog better. I can flog a little bit, but I need to get my skills up. But yes, so going back to impact play, as it said that it is the art of hitting someone, impacting someone, whether it's with a flogger, a paddle, your hand. But flogging is not the only impact play, but I'm going to expand on that in a minute.
Yeah.
But yes, it is the art of hitting someone, striking someone,
Mhm.
and putting them in a headspace through their pain, turning pain into pleasure, or a mixture of the two together can be a euphoric feeling for people,
Mhm.
such as myself. Because yeah, I'm
Yeah.
having memories right now.
Okay. Yeah. There's a gentleman here in Long Beach that I would not mind, flogging me, perhaps.
hmm
Um, Although I don't know if I'd like it, but I wouldn't mind him. So,
hmm.
just
That's code
yeah,
for he's attractive enough to do it. I wouldn't let anybody
yeah,
else do it but him.
yeah. He described being flogged as like walking through a car wash. Is the way he
That's a good
described it.
description. Yeah, yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good
he's like
description.
it just felt like he was walking through like an automated car wash.
Now, if
Um,
okay, now if you combine flogging with some houndstooth, oh, you got me. I'm like, yes, I'm not going anywhere. I am yours for the evening. What else are we
you
doing?
said houndstooth?
Yes, houndstooth is
Oh, like
biting.
okay, the fabric.
Yeah, houndstooth is biting. It's biting. So or nibbling.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah, that's why they call it houndstooth. It's just
Okay, I'm thinking of the
biting and
fabric.
nibbling. No, no, no, not a fabric.
That's
No.
what's like. You tell us more. Okay. Yeah, it's interesting because I I have seen things where someone is being flogged and they have
Mhm.
like a complete it's like a trigger that unleashes like just bound up trauma and things of
Mhm.
that nature. Like
Mhm.
and the thing that I want to point out in the video, because I was doing a little voiceover, I was like, shut up, let them watch.
Mhm.
Um, was that you kind of protecting the scene?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause
Okay.
it was at our old Eagle that was on Ponce de Leon before it got closed down.
Okay.
And I actually miss that Eagle sometimes. I'd be like, man, the memories we had there, the times we had there, times were had. But
Mhm.
and I mean, just being um on Onyx night on First Friday, it was just amazing bonding time, sitting there on the bench or doing demos, as you saw. But
Yeah.
yeah, so because I mean, even though it was a small bar. It wasn't big. It was small, but people had to come through, and we were like, "Wait, watch out, because they're doing a demo, and we don't want
Yeah.
anybody accidentally get hit, or we don't want you to interrupt the scene. So we have to
Mhm.
play, go around us, not in between what's going on."
Yeah,
Um,
there is always gonna be that one bitch that will walk into the middle of a scene and maybe smack somebody on, like smack the sub on the ass. It's like, bitch, this
hmm
is not your scene. Like people are
Right.
just very yeah, that's
Yeah.
that non-consent thing. It's weird.
Yeah, but we just want you to be safe. We don't want you to get hurt because
Mhm.
you want to be ignorant and stupid. But
Yeah.
hey, if you want to be, if you decide that you want to still be that kind of person, you are setting yourself up. You suit yourself basically. If you want to get hit, you get hit. We ain't got nothing to do with that.
Well, and the other thing that I saw, because somebody like, well, they weren't hitting him that hard. The thing
hmm
about impact play, it's not always supposed to be hitting someone hard.
No, there's levels to this
Some
thing.
Yeah, sometimes like the way I heard the naked trumpeter talk
hmm
about it, because he would play his horn and make women's vocals vibrate. Um,
hmm
and I have to see if I can find a video for that on YouTube before we conclude this evening. If I do, well,
hmm
no, I don't even feel like dealing with that. But yeah, like it's the idea of like you could start with flogging, or a paddle, or a cane, and you kind of step down the rigidity of the instrument until eventually you might actually just run a feather across someone's back and they
Mm-hmm.
ass. They just in
Yeah.
ecstasy because
Mm-hmm.
you've already brought all this blood to the area so they feel every hair of that damn feather, you know.
Oh yeah.
So it's not just about the idea I'm gonna beat your ass, you know.
Right.
People like that,
Mm-hmm.
and on some levels crave it, but for a number of others it's not even about the causing of pain. It might be just the impact bringing them into a subspace or a headspace. Would that be a good description of it? Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not-
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sitting here with with someone that has seen more than I in this arena. So I got the academic perspective and some
uh,
conversations I've had with folks. That's about all I got. Although I
yes.
have flogged someone before.
Mm-hmm.
And I learned that there's a technique to it. You don't just go hitting folks. Like
No.
there's yeah, there's
That's why
methodology.
there is. You have to be. I would say have someone show you, train you,
Hmm.
or watch a video, and also watch videos. Like because there are videos out there about it too.
Yeah, because I remember someone was saying, like, particularly with people of color, especially black folk or folks with melanin,
Mm-hmm.
the skin looks different. Like someone that's used to playing flogging someone who's white
Mm-hmm.
doesn't, they're looking for it to be like particularly a certain color before they're like, okay, let me check in.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas with somebody, of color, it you may not get to that color because that it's
Right.
already, if you get to that, you've already done damage perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
So they talk about, like, if you're flogging an area, you're putting your hand on there, on that, in that area to sense how much heat is there and
Mm-hmm.
how much inflammation potentially.
Mm-hmm.
You might also use that as like a thing where you kind of run your hand over the area, or maybe you do a little nail work or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all part of the practice, but it's also a way of checking in with the person. You may have remembered in the video, the flogger kind of stepped forward and touched him, and then he actually kissed him in the middle of his back, which was very
Mm-hmm.
intimate. And I was like, okay, and that's part of that connection that happens.
Yes.
But he
Yes.
also kind of whispered in his ear, basically like, "Are you okay? Do I, you
Yeah.
want more? What do I? Is there anything I need to change up at this point? Because he was
Mm-hmm.
already flogging for a while. So that's one thing I want to point out to folks, that this is not just a simple little thing you do. There is skill and there's knowledge to it. And
Yes.
if I'm not mistaken, if you join an organization like Onyx, you have brothers that will teach you these
Mm-hmm.
things. What color does skin would it turn to before you're like, okay, I'm doing damage now? How hot is that skin before you're just like, okay, I've touched it. I know they're saying more. Maybe I hit them one more time, or we're going to something softer, you
Yeah.
know, despite what they might have said to me,
Mm-hmm.
how to pick up on all those cues. Yeah. And yeah, Big Ken, the naked trumpeter, is one sec. Yeah, he is. Eli is something else. I have some of his noir 3K scenes, and I'm like, ooh, yes.
Mm.
He said he doesn't like to taste the semen, but he will do it on
Mm.
camera if he has to.
Yeah.
Eli, he is a very slender, muscular, um, dark skinned man who he literally plays a trumpet.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and yeah, he's sexy. I don't know how to put it. He's sexy. Um, you know, and so they had different types of tools that you can. I'm gonna get off of Eli, um, because I will climb on him. Um, but there are different types of tools and things like that that you could use, and sensations, because it's really about the feelings. So there are different
Mm-hmm.
toys you can use to create distinctly different feelings, ranging from broad and heavy to sharp and pinpointed. So you have some people that, is it like, I think I saw something where someone actually, that may have been an encasement though, where they actually had a person wrapped in saran wrap, and then they took rose stems with the thorns, and they actually wrapped it again with the thorns kind of gently pressing into the skin. That's kind of a form of impact play. Although I don't know if that's truly impact play.
That no, that's
Not
it.
really
Sounds like
impact.
that sounds like it's more of mummification.
The entombment, encasement, and
Mm-hmm.
just and then adding that thing where a person wants just a little pain, just some extra
Yeah,
sensation.
yeah.
Um, Yeah, so you have like things. They have different classes. They have the thuddy class, as they call it, like a thud. Those could be
Mm-hmm.
floggers. Those could be tails, like cat o' nine tails, which you saw in the video, or hands. They can deliver deep, heavy, and dull sensations that rattle the muscles.
Mm-hmm.
Or you also
Mm-hmm.
have stingy things like paddles, crops or riding crops, and single tail whips deliver a sharp, localized, and bright snap on the skin. So, it's you'll see if you go into a place like, if you go to a really especially a specialized sex shop and you say you're looking for some impact play things, um, if you know what you're looking for, then they'll just take you right to it. But you can
Mm-hmm.
also say to the person, I don't know nothing about this, but my partner wants to try it. So, and they'll ask you some questions, and they'll basically kind of walk you through it. But also tell you need to talk to somebody to get some, check in
Mm-hmm.
with your partner. They'll give you a lot of these things early on because they don't want to they're not just selling you stuff to make money. They're selling you stuff because they're actually kind of like your partner in your sexual exploration is a good
Yeah.
way to put that.
Mm-hmm.
So some steps here that I gleaned from my research is if you are new to the scene, start with your bare hands or a simple leather belt, or and you want to focus on muscular areas like the glutes and the thighs. You don't want to
Yes.
hit bones, you don't want to hit joints. That's a no-no. That might get your ass kicked.
Yeah.
You want to assess your partner's reaction, practice controlling the weight of your strikes, and always check in between intervals to build trust. So that's what we saw in the video where he kind of checked in and you know checked the skin, kissed the middle of his back, and just kind of whispered in his ear like, "How we doing?" And then when you're done, aftercare is critical with this.
Yes.
It's crucial for queer kink. Aftercare involves returning to a baseline of safety and comfort. You want to make sure you actually plan and allocate time for that after the scene to check in emotionally, physically, and tend to the skin with cooling balm or massage if needed, and provide verbal validation and affection. Because that's the other thing. If someone allows you to flog them because you're is it a masochist that likes to cause no a sadist likes to cause pain, um if as a sub you're agreeing to someone like your person flogging you or doing the impact play and it's not really your thing, it's about the person flogging you and their pleasure. So part of their job in aftercare is actually validating what you did. Like, you did a really good job. Thank you so much. I got a lot from that, like to let you know that even though I was quote unquote in control, you're in control. It's and so
Yeah. I'm trying to think of his name. It's one of our honest brothers from out of state. But at First Friday when I went to,
is it Mr. Taino
um,
or Master Taino? I heard about him.
I can't remember his name at the moment. God, I gotta go look it up. But we were we were doing a demo. We might as well say we were on
Okay.
a very famous content creator.
Ooh. Hmm.
And when I say the cheeks were soft, they were soft. They were very nice. I was like, oh, he got a nice. And from the videos I've seen, I see why. Yeah. I'm not gonna go into detail, but I was like, oh, yeah. But his cheeks were very soft and nice. But we were doing a spanking demo basically, and yeah, he was like, thank you for being the sub, and thank you for your cooperation. Like be respectful to your sub and your
Mhm.
dom, but
Yeah.
let the sub know they did a good job. You know.
Yeah, because I mean there is skill on both sides of this. I mean, obviously,
Mhm.
you can't just be hitting folks any kind of way. You got to know where to hit them. You got to
Right.
know how to hit them. Over time, you learn
Mhm.
how they like their how they like their impact. Um, but also, it's a power exchange again, and
Yes, it is.
gratitude has to be a key aspect of that power exchange. Someone
Mhm.
is surrendering their power to you, um, which is about as intimate as it gets.
Yeah.
Uh, and you got to give them their respect. Um,
Mhm.
and the same way, like if you are a masochist and you want your partner to flog you, and they're like, I don't know. And it might take them 6 months or a year before they decide, okay, I'll try it. But I really don't like the
Mhm.
idea of causing you pain because I love you. You know, that whole thing.
Right. Mhm.
You have to be affirming throughout that process and be like, no, no, that's a little too much. Be like, okay, don't flick the wrist so much. Like you have to give them, if you know the techniques and the different things, it's on you as the instructor,
Mhm.
kind of, as the experienced party to get them up to speed.
Yeah, I had to thank my handler. I don't think he, I
Ah,
don't think I don't think he remembers the conversation, but I did thank him
okay.
one time because he actually leveled up my pain threshold with cats. I was like,
Mm,
oh, thank you. Yeah, yeah, and my pain threshold
okay.
got bigger. So yeah.
I, there's this one guy that, I just think he's adorable.
Mhm.
And he actually, he caught a lot of shit last year. I think it may have been a year and a half ago, where he went to Europe and actually spent a month or two in a dungeon, like a hardcore castle with the dungeon and
Mm.
all that. You
Oh,
probably
okay.
know of him.
Mhm.
Yeah. And, like he actually likes to be flogged, particularly whipped. And
Mhm.
he's really not content until there's some blood involved. And,
See,
and
yeah.
of course, for some people, that's extreme.
Very. Mhm.
But for him, he actually really appreciates the scarification that results from that. I
Mhm.
don't,
You have
you
those,
know, I
yeah.
thought, yeah, I haven't talked to him directly, but I suspect that he may see that as really intimate, or like a sign of his commitment
Mhm.
to it, and into whomever the dom is in those scenes. But like I did see, he posted some pictures from his time in the dungeon, and I was like, oh, they were hardcore. Like they were in the basement of that damn thing, moving rocks and shit. They like it was truly a castle, with a dungeon, and there are pictures of him, suspended in the air,
Mm.
and there was fisting on a daily basis, and which is one of his things, and it
Mm.
was just, and people just like, you just nasty. I'm like, no, he's actually in touch with what works for him. Like I was like,
Right.
I've never met him, but I was excited for him. I was like, you got to go to a dungeon.
I was
You need to
like,
be out today.
yeah. I was like, get your life, get your life.
Yeah, I can't say I would have trusted some folks to do that, but
Mhm.
but he actually, I mean, for him, that was probably like a peak experience he will never forget.
Right.
And he wasn't the only one there. There were like two or three other slaves there as well.
Mm.
So it was intense. I mean, I think he was gone for like 6 weeks to 2 months, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, because there was a picture of him getting on the plane, and he was like, "This will be all you hear from me." And of course, there's plenty of photographs and video that that the masters took while they were there.
Mhm.
And I've seen some still photographs, but I'm sure he has just like a litany of media that he can just pull out and just relive. But it
Yeah.
was really interesting.
Mhm.
So let me see here. I see folks are like, okay, Sammy, hold up, knife play. Yeah, they might
Yeah,
be trying to find a bitch. Yeah,
there is knife play, yes.
yes, that is, like, there are people that actually, I would say they actually do like being cut.
Mhm.
There are others that like the idea of being cut, like the danger associated with that.
Yeah.
Not stabbed. but you're
Mhm.
running a blade across the skin. It's just like getting your hair cut. And they, like, for me, they had that damn razor like right around your ears.
Mhm.
That shit turned me on.
Oh, okay.
You know, yeah, I'll be happy they got that smock on. Because there was one barber, and I was like, I know your old freaky ass would just be right down with this, wouldn't you? And he would have been. He was one of them
Oh.
brother, like them double knit slacks. He was
Oh.
old school,
Mhm.
and I was just like, my little 15-year-old ass just hot in the ass. And I'm just like, you know what? He was the kind that would rub his crotch on your hand when he was cutting your hair.
Mm.
And he knew what time it was.
Oh
But
yeah.
yeah. And so it's like, had I been that brazen a hussy, it could have been on. We could have had a whole, but like, close some curtains and let's do a barber scene here. But I was too young for all that. That man was
Hey.
probably 50. But again, it would have been a scene, and
Mhm.
you'll see that. The thing I love about this kind of stuff is you never look at porn the same way again,
No.
because you're just like, oh, this is a scene. Like, this just changed
Mhm.
from performance to a scene. And you can kind of see it if you know what you're looking at.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that was that barber that used to eat his hog head cheese in the middle of your haircut.
Oh.
Yeah. I've been sitting here for an hour to get in this chair. Then you got the nerve to do a little bit, and then you go get some damn hog head cheese and some bread,
Mm.
and just standing there eating. But then he rubbed his dick on my hand, so I was all right. I was like, he came to understand the assignment. You know,
You are so easy, Doctor Pookie.
yeah, I was a young hoe. I don't know how. I can't even fake it. I was a young hoe. I was really out of control in my younger days. Well, that's because both of my parents are very sex positive, especially my father. So he was just like, that's your body, damn it, it does shit. He's like he's like, that's one of the points of having human agency, is that you get to actually experience pleasure and
Mhm.
learn what turns you on. Like, we had those conversations. you know I mean, this is a man that walked up to me at about the age of, I think I was maybe 16. I was going to Puerto Rico for the summer,
Mhm.
and he came over, and he had a little bag in his hand. I was like, what is this? And he handed them to me. He handed me the bag, and I opened it. I was like, Trojans? He's like, those are condoms. We use them always. And he looked at me like, any questions? I was like, no. And to this day, except for one food that got a little frisky, I ain't never done nothing wrong.
Okay.
And the frisky one, he almost got his nose broken for his trouble.
Oh.
But yeah, I've never not used them. It's just, that's just the policy, and I'm grateful that my father was willing to have that conversation with me. But we had so many prior to that he didn't need to say shit else.
Right.
He's like, whether you going into somebody going into you, if it's some little fast ass girl, you
Mhm.
don't want kids. He was
Yeah.
just very clear. And
Mhm.
so,
Nah. I.
yeah, I mean, that would have been like what, 87, 88.
Mhm.
Um, so we were, it was peak AIDS era. And so it was welcome advice, because I didn't know folks was dying like that. I mean, it just wasn't
Yeah.
in my face. Looking at it later when I got to college, I was like, damn, that many people died. It was odd, because I don't know. As an aside, Vic, how aware of you how aware of the AIDS crisis were you growing up?
Very actually.
Very.
Because
Okay.
yeah, because I did. Well, my parents didn't teach. Well, they didn't give me the talk about sex. I did family life for that. I still to this day don't understand why my mom about like she couldn't do it. I guess she could do it with her daughter, with my sisters, but with me, she's like, "Oh, you go to family life for that." I'm like, "Oh, okay." But my dad wasn't around. But I remember the day my dad was like, "Well, when you want to have sex, come talk to me." I'm like, "Dad, there's no need.
You'd be like,
I
by
already know
that
about
point, it's
condoms
too
and
late.
but no, but I was like, I already know about condoms and everything. Yeah, because
Mhm.
my dad is he wasn't around in my life at that time, so you know.
Okay.
But I remember that one time he wanted to talk to me about sex. I'm like, Dad, there's no need for that. I'm good. Yeah, you missed that part.
Yeah, you were a little late with that conversation.
Right, right, right.
I
Um,
mean, yeah, it's just weird.
yeah.
I mean, I really just remember being completely unaware of what was
Hmm.
going on. And I don't know if that's because I was just in my studies, blah, blah, blah, because I mean, I was a nerd in school. So it's possible. I mean, I knew folks were having sex and all that, but it just didn't. I knew about, they used to call it VD back in the day, venereal diseases.
Yeah.
You know,
Hmm.
I was aware of all that. I had sex ed in middle school and in high school. So it
Yep.
wasn't like I
Yep.
didn't know, but it was just like the connection to this thing called HIV and people dying. It
Hmm.
didn't really kick in until I watched Tongues Untied my freshman year in college
Okay.
by Marlon Riggs. And I was like, wait, folks dying like that? Like I knew people had died, but it just like an epidemic, the AIDS quilt, that kind of stuff just never quite registered with me. So I was wonder about that, Um, was it just me kind of I have my oblivious things like that where I'm just like, oh well, yeah, I guess that does happen.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, that to me was fascinating. So thank you for indulging that aside. Um, we had some more comments here. Oh
Hmm.
goodness, we had Sammy flip it, flog it, rub it down. Oh no, it's going down. It did. Now the question is because I saw that blue jock strap on.
Hmm.
Was it hung up in the bathroom or did they make it to the house? That's a question.
Mm.
One never knows. And if it was you, how far would you have made it home? Because I mean that's for some that is like that extra enhancement, that extended foreplay. For others that is the money shot. It's like they can have an orgasm with just that alone.
Hmm.
So and again it's about that's why I always talk about communication being a huge part of sex.
Yes,
um,
definitely.
you need to know what it is the person you're dealing with is, what their expectation is, what their limits are. And it can be off-putting when I'll ask somebody, particularly if it's a hookup. I'm just like, so what you want me to wear? you know, you got a fantasy you want to do tonight? They were like, oh, and they always feel like, well, I don't really know you like that. I'm like, well, you about to get to know me. We about to be
Hmm.
naked and slipping and sliding here. So, what you want me to wear? Is there anything in particular you like to see me in? Is there a
Mm.
fantasy you want to play out? I
Right.
can I have the right to say no. It's like,
Hmm.
but tell me what it is. I'm feeling frisky. What you got? You know, people are, a little weird about that at times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I put that one up already by Mr. Ken. Yeah, if
Hmm.
y'all haven't seen a naked trumpeter, you might want to check him out. He's pansexual, um,
Yeah.
very sex positive. Like he hosts events, parties. He does media. He's been on the show Horrible Decisions multiple times, and he just seems like a really cool guy. Um, so I'll put the name of that podcast in the. I feel like I've introduced y'all to that already, to that show. Ooh, that doesn't look right. That might be how you spell it, but it's Mandy and oh, what is that other sister's name? Yeah, look at Mandy B and Horrible Decisions, and you'll find them. And if you do a search for the Naked Trumpeter, he has a YouTube channel.
And the
Um,
Facebook and the Twitter.
yeah, he's out there, and the women love him. He loves
Yeah.
him a plus size woman.
Yes,
He
he
would
does.
he would get that girl and rock her world. She just be shivering when he's done with her. You know, it's just like I'd be like, damn, I need to see the whole scene. You do. But I'll behave. I respect your work, Mr. Eli. Well done, sir. Well done. All right. So yeah, so we had do we have any more thoughts on the kink itself, or do we want to transition to the additional discussion topics?
I don't think. I think we're done with the topic.
Okay. Alrighty. So one of the things that we thought would be interesting to look at this evening was just this idea of impact play and how it relates to masculinity and vulnerability and things of that nature and strength. So Bell Hooks in her book, All About Love, I think it was that one, because we have two Bell Hooks books on our list that we pull discussion topics from. Um, she said that boys are taught to suppress tenderness because that's the other part of this impact play is that aftercare, that tenderness comes in. Whereas patriarchy confuses domination with strength. She says that love requires vulnerability and emotional literacy is strength, not weakness. So that idea, all those things that she's talking about in those four statements are very much in evidence when you look at an impact play scene, typically, if done with care. You
Hmm.
know, just this idea that, impacting someone or being impacted can actually open you up in ways that you had not anticipated. And it can create a vulnerable space for someone. Um, and if you do have an emotional response from someone, you've got to have the emotional literacy and intelligence to be present for them and not fuck it up is a good way to put it. You'd be like, you can't be like, what the fuck you crying for? I didn't hit you that hard. It's like, no, it's not because you hit him too hard.
Hmm.
It's like you triggered some shit.
Yeah.
And so, um, oh yeah, Sammy, it was serious. I'll send you a link to his X page. You can, if you go back a bit, you'll be able to see some of the content that he got from the medieval experience. It looked
Yeah.
really, really cool. Like I was just like, damn. And I know he was in Nirvana. Just it's like Nirvana. Um, and so yeah, so really there were a couple of questions that came up. Um, the first one was, why do so many men fear vulnerability more than pain?
Hmm. I think it's because we are taught not to be, uh, vulnerable. We're taught not to be soft and show emotion, and of course, doing those things is being vulnerable. It's
Hmm.
vulnerability. So I think that's why a lot of people, and especially men, are afraid to be vulnerable because they don't want to seem weak or like they can't handle things. I'm a man and I'm the breadwinner. I'm the head of household and I got to be this and that. And I'm like, uh, no, you actually don't have to be those things because it is okay to cry and show emotions and
Hmm.
all that stuff.
Or you can be all those things, but when you get home,
Mhm.
you can be vulnerable.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there are some. I've encountered men, that they've done the providing and the protecting and all that good stuff, but they've never shown any real emotion other than being horny or angry with their
Mhm.
partner. And I'm like, you've been married to this woman how long? And she's never seen you cry?
Mm. Nope.
Didn't your mama die in the middle of all this? Didn't your father, it's like you've had serious losses and she's still not seen you cry.
Right.
Now, granted, there are some women out there that'll be like, I don't want my man crying. There's that whole policing
Yeah.
of masculinity, but you gotta
Yeah.
allow, and it's just like, and actually, if your woman comes at you like that, you might want to cut her ass loose.
Oh, yeah. I might reconsider some things. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Like
just not
it's
because
not healthy.
No, it's really it's toxic at that point because she's basically saying to you she's not a safe space for you just to be you, which is, I'm like, given the bullshit that the average black man deals with as soon as we walk out the door every day. Um, home needs
Mm.
to be, it needs to be a haven. It has to
Yeah.
be. And if you got this person, that's supposed to be your partner, that it's just like, yeah. Have you seen? I don't know if this is new or what, but there's this sister. She's sitting in her car and
Mm.
she does these, I guess they're called stitches, where she'll watch a video up to a certain point and then she'll cut in and start talking
Mhm.
of all these dates from hell. And she, like the one, like the guy rolls up on a date with the woman and she's there with her homegirl and they didn't order all the expensive shit out the menu before he even got there. And
Uh
he's like, I
huh.
thought I was having a date with you. Well, this is
Right.
my friend, and
I've
he
seen
was
that one.
you seen that one? Yeah, I mean, there have probably been variations on that one, but he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go," And then her homegirl like, "Girl, you dodged a bullet with him because he ain't about shit." I'm like, "No, she ain't about shit." You know?
Now, and I've also seen the one with about the kids where he took the girl on a date.
Oh,
He took the girl on a date, and and she's like, "Well, can you order a to go for my children?" He's like, "What? I bought you on a date, not your kids." Yeah, but my
yeah,
babies are hungry. They ain't got no food. Well, that's not like a you problem.
yeah,
You need to fix that. But I bought you on a date, not your little baby kids.
yeah. Or that famous one where the guy, I guess the mother had, I guess maybe 5 or 6 kids, but only one of them was his. So
Oh
he brought
yeah,
his
to to
child something to
to
eat.
to mhm.
Yeah, I brought him some McDonald's or whatever it was, and she had the audacity to be pissed. Now, I don't
Right.
know if they ever determined whether that was a skit or not, but
Mm.
whether it was or wasn't, it's like either you need to cook, or instead of you asking that man to stop at so and so and get some food, you should have had him stop at the grocery store.
Right.
It's like,
And get
and
food.
then you could have fed all your kids.
Right. Get food for everybody.
Yeah, I was like, you can't expect him to go to McDonald's and buy like 6 hamburgers when he has one child at home.
Right. Because what are the other three baby? What are the other baby daddies at? Where are
Yeah,
the other children's fathers at? Where are they at?
yeah.
You
It's
know,
like,
just like
yeah,
there's a recent one of a lady. She didn't want because she said her he said he she said our child is this old. Then I have other children that are like younger than
mhm,
her, and her father came wants to come and take her out to an amusement park or something like that. And she's like,
mhm,
no, I told her she can't go because if he's not gonna take all of them, why should she be able? Why should she be the only one going? He need to take all of them so they all won't be disappointed. They all won't, And people are like, no, that's not how that works. That's his daughter. The
yeah,
other baby daddies need to step up to the plate and take their children out if that's the case. Or why don't you do something and take them out so they don't feel bad? Why does he need to take all the? Those are not his children. You and
yeah.
him have only had that one child. He didn't father the rest of them.
Mhm. And I understand from the kid's perspective, it can cause, some resentment of their sibling because their dad showed up and did XYZ with
Mm-hmm.
them. But it's like
Yeah.
that's not on your sibling, that's on your mama and your
Mm-hmm.
daddy. That,
Yeah.
and it's like it's just, when you do have men that have had children, and they've not stayed with the mother for whatever reason, but they are
Mm-hmm.
actually showing up,
Yeah.
whether it's the child support check or whether it's like, what does my child need? Okay, I got it. I'll stop by the house, whatever, that they're showing up in those ways, or they just stop
Mm-hmm.
by to get a child a hug on the way home from work. You
Yeah.
know, it it's some raggedy shit that you're trying to make them take on someone else's responsibility. I was like, that, at the same time, I get it that your other kids are gonna be disappointed, but that's something to look at you as a mama and be like, well, damn, mama, what were you thinking when y'all made me?
Mm-hmm.
And and it's like, if that those other fathers, or the other father, it could have been, like, it could have been one man that fathered all the other children that she had. I don't think that was
Mm-hmm.
the case, though. I think it was about two or three other fathers involved. But I was like, then you need to actually activate your village.
Okay.
It's like, if that child's father is coming over to take them to the amusement park, maybe you call your uncle and your daddy, and you have them accompany your other baby daddy and your child to the park, where they can help cover those expenses, because that's expensive as hell.
Yeah.
You know, it, it's like, it. Hopefully, you have those male figures in the village to handle that. But it's like, yeah, I mean, I agree, all the kids should go, but if they daddies ain't shit, why are you putting that on the one who is about something?
Mm.
I don't know.
That's the
It's such a
question.
catch-22.
It really is.
It really, and I hate that it even comes to that, because it just, to me, it just points out a very big gaping hole and liability within our communities and our relationships, that happens, and the person that suffers the most is the child, either
Yeah.
because they're being disregarded or overlooked, by both of their parents, or they're being made to
Mm-hmm.
feel somehow less than by their siblings parent. It's just bad, because then where's the family unity with that? It's hard to come by.
It really is.
Yeah. But going back to our original question, why do so many men fear vulnerability more than pain? I've noticed, like, in the sports arena, the arena of masculinity, as it's often referred to, um, like, the idea of sharing your pain, but not the emotional toll that it takes on you, is much more celebrated. Now, it's, I think about, like, something like the NFL, and those guys, they go through a car accident or a train wreck every week,
Mm.
for several weeks out of the year. I guess about 26 odd weeks, half the weeks out of the year. They undergo the equivalent of a car accident, and you hope that there's somebody in that locker room that
Hmm.
can actually be a father figure of some kind, that they can actually be like, man, I am hurting. Is
Mm-hmm.
this shit worth it? I don't know. You know, it, I, yeah, I mean, but it's like, there's such a moratorium on actually showing any sort of vulnerability whatsoever.
Yeah.
Um, you know, it was like, have you ever watched the comedian? He used to be a bodyguard. His name is Big Jaw.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, like his series, where he's trying to redeem his stroke. I don't know
Yeah.
if you remember that. And
Yep.
it's just
Mm-hmm.
like, like, he knows, like, the woman pulls up to the house and she's like, your stroke ain't shit. And he's like, he's cool, but then he's like, when she says that, because he was okay ignoring her knocking at the door, but she started talking about his stroke, what shit. That's when he was like, oh, wait a minute now. And then he's like, well, man, I had my back was messed up. I was hurting that night, and I was just like, just say you didn't hit the spot. It's okay.
Mm.
I was
But you
like,
know
that brother
what? You know what? Yeah,
might be
I know that. Yeah, but he trying to. I love his skits. I love all of them. Especially with the
yeah.
one with what was it? Cracking the stud.
Oh
Trying
yeah,
to get
the
with the
blood,
stud. Oh Lord.
and then they start objectifying him like, I came up with some meat, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
so, ooh, it's
Right.
like, yeah,
Right. But then
because
somebody made the analogy for stud still titties under that shirt. I was like, y'all.
yeah, I mean, that's I mean, the reality is you still have a vagina, and if you hit it the
Right.
right way, whether it's an actual penis or it's a replica,
Mm-hmm.
it and sometimes a stud is tough enough to deal with the unpleasantness of dealing with your ass for the dick.
Right.
You
Right.
know,
Right. Right. Cause
yeah,
it,
first, yeah,
yeah.
it's wild. I haven't had a conversation with like um a stud in a while just to
Mm-hmm.
find out how much has changed. I'm curious about how has how have their experiences changed as the technology with these sex toys and all that have
Mm-hmm.
have progressed. It's
Right.
like what innovations has that brought up for you, and for your beloved,
Right.
and like the stone butches and all that, like don't touch me, and that loves a pillow princess. Now I love both of them, but I do wonder: is Niecy Nash a pillow princess,
I don't know. I mean,
or is she munching the box?
oh no, no, no. I would
I can
say
see
Niecy
Niecy
Nash.
licking a titty. I can see her licking a titty.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I want to say Niecy Nash is the pillow princess in that situation, or as my pastor calls them, the lipstick lesbian.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah, and she's definitely a lipstick. Looks, yeah. I mean, she's lipstick down. But I every time I see them, like I know Jessica's strap game is top notch. She'd be wearing her ass out. But my question is, Niecy, how much reciprocation are you offering this sister? And does she want it?
Mm-hmm.
That's the other question. Because I saw like Jessica did a video with Niecy featured in it. It was
Mm-hmm.
like a little out. It was like a Galactic Warrior kind of deal. It was cute, and I
Mm.
was like, okay, we finally see something from Jessica. And Niecy was in there, lips and nipples and all. It was just, I was all right, Niecy.
Mm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was. If you haven't seen the video, it's definitely you can if you watch the video, you know how they get down.
Yeah.
Niecy probably put on her flyest shit. Be like, oh yeah. It was just like it was wild because she was like, she bad. I can't remember any of the
Mm-hmm.
lyrics, but I think I just remember she was basically saying, yeah, this is a bad bitch here. That's what
Mm-hmm.
that video gave me. Like, this is a bad bitch, and she mine. And so yeah, I just wonder, but I would think Niecy, given that she does love Jessica and she loves hard, I could see her at least trying some things.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, you go. If my thing is, if you love your partner enough, you gonna experiment for them, or and with them, to keep it spicy, keep it,
Mhm. Yeah, I
because
mean, yeah,
and to keep them interested and keep them around.
yeah. I mean, because Nisi is the woman that wrote a book and said, she had a whole chapter, a full stomach and,
Mhm.
and empty balls. That was a chapter in
Mhm.
the book.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
She's done.
so
Yeah. She's done that. She's
yeah, she's
and yeah. Niecy Nash did shock us all when she announced that she was marrying a woman. That she was. I'm not sure if she's bisexual or straight on lesbian. I'm not sure. Um. I never got that memo, but she dished out the world when she said she was marrying a woman. It's like, wait, huh? Where this
yeah.
stuff from?
I saw the pictures. I was like, wait, what? Like, I
Hmm.
didn't even know she was married. I didn't know she was even dating anyone.
Right.
And all of a sudden, the pictures. I was like, wait, what? I was like, I was not prepared. I was like, welcome in, girl. I think she
Yeah.
identifies, at least as queer.
Yeah.
Um, and as she put it, she's like, I didn't fall in love with like this with a woman. I fell in love with a soul. And that's really.
Yes.
I remember when she said
Yes.
that, I was like, and folks left her alone after that because
Oh
she was
yeah.
just like, this ain't. She's like, this ain't just. She's like, it ain't even about. So I would imagine Nisi may even identify as pan potentially.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
would be interesting for her. I don't know if she's ever talked about it beyond the initial thing.
Mm-hmm.
But she love her woman. She love her wife.
Oh,
Love her
hey,
hard.
and nothing wrong with it at all. Nothing.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, Niecy Nash is one of them actresses too that she has the potential to play anything, but her lane is comedic role or role with a standout. Her the She's got a standout personality anyway. But whatever
She
character she
does.
plays, it's going even if it's not meant to stand out, it's gonna stand out.
Well, and she did that series Getting On HBO where she was basically on a
Mm.
not a death ward, but it was I think it basically they were all terminal patients.
Mhm.
And for that's the only time you will see that woman on camera fully scrubbed. She was like, they wouldn't even let me wear lashes. She's like, I couldn't get no
Mhm.
lip button, no lip gloss, nothing.
Mhm.
And I was like, you still look good, girl. And she
Yeah.
wanted Emmy for that.
Mhm. I mean,
Because she,
yeah. I mean, yeah.
yeah.
I'm glad for her and everything that she has, she's done and she's been through. But I'm just like, yeah, you. So, and Niecy Nash is a natural beauty anyway. She don't need no
Hmm.
makeup. So.
Yeah. I loved her in Claws. I thought
Mhm.
she did an awesome job. She's
Mhm.
yeah, she was like that. I think that second season, she's like, yeah, Desna, y'all ain't ready. And I was like,
Mhm.
we weren't ready.
Mhm.
And then I saw something because she was talking about like, her breasts, and she was like, she got them grown woman breasts. She's like, she got big areolas, big nipples. And I was like,
Mhm.
Lord, I forgot how she was talking about that. Oh, there were like sex scenes, and they were like, she's like, you don't want these titties out. It's like, she's like, you don't want these titties out. And I was like, oh my, because
Right.
she actually was, she had some sex scenes in that series. So,
Mhm.
and she's like, yeah, you don't want these out. You can't have these on TV. She's like, these aren't PG titties. I was like, damn. And they're not. It's
They're
like,
not.
they're not.
Mm-mm.
I was just like, yeah, I saw a glimpse. I was like, yeah, those are
Not.
not PG-13 titties.
Nope.
Those are some R's, if it's not some
Mm.
NC-17s, if not triple
Mhm.
X titties.
Right.
Um, but yeah. So the next question was, well, actually, we're actually after 9, so I want to be mindful of the time because I know you got to get dinner.
Mhm.
Um, I still got to cook dinner. Um, I don't know. Do we want to wrap up here?
Yeah. Let's just go ahead and wrap up here.
Okay. Yeah, we sorry for the abrupt finish, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And we
we
all know that.
we had visitors today,
Yeah, we
so it
weren't
kind of threw
expecting
us off
visitors.
schedule. Yeah, I knew Malcolm would probably stop in for a bit, but I did not know we were going to have the infamous Greg as well.
Right.
Um, but but yeah, type effectiveness had popped in as well. Love and
Love and
light
light
to
to
all
all.
just popping in. Okay, yeah, we doing
Okay.
all right.
Mhm.
We about to both lay our raggedy tails down, I imagine.
Yeah, cause I'm yawning.
Although, yeah, although I'm making me some tacos
Okay, for
before I go to
tacos.
bed. Yeah, I picked up um 3 pounds of ground turkey. I went to Smart and Final. They had it on sale. I was like, yay! So it was back to its usual price.
Uh,
And I got 2 packs because it was on sale. So one is in the freezer, the other's in the fridge, waiting on its moment to fry. But I got
mm,
some peppers, some not Serrano, Anaheim and Pasilla peppers that I'm gonna chop up and throw in there. It'll
mhm.
be on. And I got me some carb balanced tortillas. It's popping. So it's gonna be lovely.
Okay.
All right. Well, we will see y'all. We should probably share that the network generally takes a hiatus in August, but I know that Thick and I both are inclined to not do that because they told me Thick doesn't really take his time off in August. The Blurred Council still assembles.
Well,
You're right.
no, we do take time off, but as of right now, it's a lot of busy things going on in our community, especially with X Men and everything. So we
Okay.
probably won't take a break until the end of August. That's when we take our break. So
Okay. And eventually, these videos that we've had sitting in there for a good 5 weeks now will actually be shared with y'all.
Yes.
I'm just like, we've had these videos forever and a day now. It's quite sad. But we just forget about the palate cleansers, and we got heavy tonight too. So
Yeah,
that's a little
yeah.
weird.
I had two cat videos because Swag is on hiatus. I thought I'd give people some cat
Mhm.
videos. Especially this first one where what? Hold on, I'm gonna show a little bit of it, just a
Okay.
little bit before
All
we
right.
go.
Hit
Because
us
I
with it.
mean, because if I saw this and we'd have some problems. But here we go.
Okay. Oh. Oh hell no.
Exactly.
İşte böyle.
You're making it so much more worse than it has to
I don't know how
Oh,
to
wow.
stop it though.
Why you abuse him like that?
Okay.
That is blasphemy. Oh,
Oh Lord.
Okay.
that is blasphemy.
No,
Yes.
no. Okay. Okay. All right.
It's fine.
Okay.
See, if you
Yeah.
can't handle the fur, leave me alone.
It's the anticipation. It's the anticipation.
Just don't think about it. Hey, you do acting? And I said, yep, you made this choice, not me.
Okay, he's cute.
Leave my fur alone.
Well,
Yeah.
now I see your stomach.
I'm still looking for that nurse to shave my shit.
Go a little lower. Like this. A little higher now. Like this. You mind if I touch you? Of course, mate.
Oh wow.
Come on. It's time to get out. Yeah, come on.
See, there are some cats that like water.
You guys, imagine a cat that likes baths. She's chilling in here with me.
Come on, kitty.
Pam is obsessed with showering.
Just a little pinch.
Oh, and
This one's pitiful. I've seen this one. Pitiful. And he's not carrying a lot of extra weight. Danger, kitty.
okay.
That's gonna be that uncle at the picnic.
Right.
Do the lasso, pull me in real close, put your hands on your hips and dance real slow. Do the lasso, spin them around, do
Hey.
the two-step and
Hey.
come on down.
Hey.
Up and down like a seesaw. Come on, can I get a yee-haw? Do the lasso. Oh,
Now, you know they run him up out the bar for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a little too loose. Let me see. I got. Let me see. Oh, here's something.
Okay.
Got me fucked up. I swear to God. Not coming in the house thinking she running shit.
Where have you been? Out all night got me worried. Like I've been calling your phone.
First of all, you better lower your damn tone talking to me, okay? Second of all, my name is on your birth certificate. Yours ain't on mine, okay? So you can go chill with that shit.
Where you been at?
I went to go see a man about a damn horse, okay?
A man about a
I
horse?
said what I said, damn it. Now you want me to put you out?
Ooh.
Now, I've almost had that conversation with my mama, but I recognized that it was none of my business. I just said to her, I was like, "Ma'am, can you just let me know whether you coming home or not?"
Right, that part.
That's all I'm. That's all I would be. I would give you that because she's like, "You right,"
Mm-hmm.
as I ain't got no other questions.
Right.
I'm like, it's 4 a.m. and you're not here, and I'm concerned. So just let me know you ain't coming home. Let me know you good.
That's all. Yeah, just yeah.
I don't need to know what
But
you're doing.
when she said a man about a horse, okay. Oh, I know what that means.
And she looked like she that girl too. She she looks like she is that girl.
Yes, she does. Okay.
She's like, oh yeah, I want to see his
Okay.
ass by the horse. Did you see the lasagna rolls? Were these? What are these? Oh, have you seen the lasagna rolls?
No, I haven't.
Okay, let's get into lasagna rolls.
Stop scrolling and listen to this crunch. This is my deep fried lasagna rolls. And my apologies to all the Italian grandmas out there, but this is incredible. To your cooked noodles, add your ricotta, meat sauce, and mozzarella. Roll it up, and then you're gonna wanna freeze it before you get to your breading station where it's okay to double dip into your egg wash and breading before frying it until crispy and golden. I like to serve it with marinara, parm, and parsley. Definitely give these a try and let me know what you think.
That shit looks so good.
It does. I would try that.
It had my nipples firm the first time I saw it. I said, I think Thick might like these.
Oh, definitely.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, food sometimes is just as good as sex.
Ooh.
So.
Yes, I had a. Oof. I don't know, but okay. So one time my ex, I don't know, I can't remember what it was that he cooked, but it was so good. It turned me on. I was like, I was like, yeah. He got it. He got nailed that night. He got railed.
Yeah, I've had to say you might want to put a thing out. Yeah, but I had a little something for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then you'd be like, ooh, such a hussy. But then as you get older, you realize it don't matter. It was good. You're supposed to honor good
Right.
good things.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, yeah, but that I forgot. I think it was swordfish. That shit was fried to perfection.
I never had it.
Pan sauteed too. It wasn't deep fried. It was pan sauteed.
Oh,
it's perfect. I might even suck your toes tonight.
Okay. On that note, good night, everybody. But
well, we at least have to let them know about the rest of the network. We gotta do our due diligence. So if you want to find out what's going on in the black news and other topics for the Saturday sit down, join the talented Mr. Drayton tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. And then you can also check out my co-host here as he chairs the Blurred Council on Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern. And are there any teasers you have for that one tonight, Thick?
No.
Yeah, I mean, I know, as you say, you guys are in Nirvana with X-Men and everything out, and I guess maybe even the Odyssey might fall into you guys' lane.
We'll talk about that too. Yeah.
Okay. So yes, it's guaranteed to be a very packed show on Sunday afternoon. And then we come back to the top of the week with the Monday mailbag, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And as I understand it, there are 2 Mondays left before they go on hiatus for August. But we'll still have something for y'all to check out during the hiatus. We'll be doing I understand doing clips and things of that nature, so you'll get some of the greatest hits. Apparently my Bulge playlist will be part of that collection because somebody already clipped it. It's in the promo group, by the way. That's where I saw it. So yeah, hang out with Malcolm and Greg for the Monday mailbag, and then come on back that evening for Greg and It's Me Randy, where they go through the M3 mixtape. And that is actually, I believe, the most popular show in the network, which makes sense because they're talking about popular music. But yeah, Greg was giving me the rundown on some of our analytics, and I was shocked. I was like, really? I was like, I don't see nobody, but they're folks. The Swagalicious one is still on hiatus. I suspect he'll be back in September, but he might surprise you and pop up again before then. And let's see, on Wednesday, do I have that? I do. Why do I not have the Wednesday placard? This is crazy. Okay, so on Wednesdays, you can actually check out Malcolm and the Gang. Let me see. Where is it? I'm looking. There. No, that's Swag. Okay, so there's Swag on Tuesdays. He's on break. We was working him a little too hard. But he'll be back. And on Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. Eastern, you'll join Malcolm and usually Greg, Thick. And if I'm in a quiet space, I might pop in for the second hour of that show. You get to see me walk in the alley trying to get home. Because it's quiet in the alley usually. So that show's on Wednesdays. And then of course we have the infamous Cream Diggler and his husband Shannon, their show Two Grooms in a Pod. I believe they release new episodes on Thursdays, if not Wednesday. I think they release the podcast on Wednesdays, and then the YouTube video version is on Thursdays. But you can catch them on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. But if you want to see their handsome faces, go to their YouTube page. I do believe it's type in Two Grooms in a Pod, you can find them. Then it comes back to these two robust gentlemen here. Next week, we are talking about domination and submission, I believe, is the kink, which is a big umbrella. It's a very big umbrella, but that is our topic for next week. And, we'll have to make sure we'll see what we can do with that. And then on part of the Tuesday crew is also John. I forgot about the Double J Chronicles. You can check him out on Facebook or on the Double J Chronicles on Instagram. And this is a gentleman that we always ask to move those E's. And that's about set of photos on his Instagram that suggest some things. They call him Stretch, because he is tall, but also because he has stretched some shit out too. Not sure what this is at the bottom. Oh, yes. Okay, this is a new placard for Patreon. So if you want to get a little more out of the network and support us at the same time, go to patreon.com/male media mind and consider becoming a patron of our artistic endeavors here. For $5 a month, you will get access to our extended episodes. Many of our shows have an after show. Usually the Tuesday, Wednesday, and we might start doing an after show here, but we'd be hungry. So I don't know about that. But you also have access to an adult content library. There's a reading library as well as adult content. We have photos, we got full-length videos, we got all kinds of wonderful things there for your entertainment. And we have a book club. So and just a VIP discussion group where you might get postings from some of our things that happen during the show here. And I believe that covers just about everything. I believe the Bearcast is still happening. That's new episodes from Malcolm on Friday mornings, and you can catch it on all those different platforms. And I believe that concludes our bits for this evening. For tonight's affirmation, I would just say, in the immortal words of RuPaul Charles, if you can't love yourself, how the hell are you gonna love somebody else? Can I get an amen in here?
Amen.
Amen. All right, so we will see y'all next Friday, and be sure to write to us if you have a question or a topic. You can catch me at Dr. Pouquie on spelled like the Pouquie there on screen, all one word on X. And Thick Knight, you probably already follow Thick. He's on all the platforms as well. And I think he's Thick Knight Gaming, if I'm not mistaken. So,
yep.
Yeah. So reach out if you have a question or a suggested topic. or something to contemplate. We're happy to respond to listener letters. So ideas to get involved with the show. But yeah, so all righty, y'all. Well, y'all be good. If you going out tonight, don't pick up no strange drinks.
Please don't.
Make sure you got your Doxy Pep in your back pocket, and that's all we got. All right, y'all. Many blessings. Bye-bye. Uh-oh.